Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I don't like my placement on my mic. Okay, perfect. All right. I am super pumped. Okay, we'll take that. I'm super pumped for this Wednesday because I just came off of my webinar and I'm super hyped. But today we'll talk a little bit about the webinar a little bit later. But as usual, you guys, invite and share. So I am going to share. Sharing is caring. Right? Oh. And we're going to invite this out. Event. Hey, thanks so much for joining. All right. We're inviting and sharing, and then we're going to get into it. Show my page. Okay, guys. Yeah. All right, we're going to get started. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Melissa Jakes. I am CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, also known as Olivia Popa Live Events. And I come to you guys live every Wednesday to talk about different event topics, event planning topics. Okay, guys. Oh. Yeah. All right, we're going to get started. And that's me starting my party. Okay. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is how to host, and I have my notes, is how to host a mini online events to promote your main event, right? So it's like hosting these small little mini ones for your main event, okay? So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about something else as well, but I want to get something lined up before I lose my focus on what I need to do. So give me a second here. Let me grab this link for the freebie, and then we're going to get started. I hope your Wednesday is going great and awesome. It wasn't too bad in the DMV area. All right, I got it. Perfect. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how to host mini online events to promote your main event, right? So what does that mean? So that means basically we have a main event coming up and we need to bring some promotion, right? And small little events will help you bring to the main event, right? So if anybody are into the funnels, it's like a funnel. You have your small little ones that lead into the main one. You're funneling them through, right? And so how we do that is 3 different steps on how to host your small mini online events. And so the first one is a webinar, which I just did. And you guys missed it, so we'll talk about that. Hey, Sarah. So what you do is hosting a webinar. A webinar will help you. One, you're giving away free content, and the webinar might be having a topic about your main event. So let's say your main event is about being a speaker and wanting to, you're selling tickets about somebody becoming a speaker. You have a speaker kit, all of that stuff, right, is your main conference that you're doing. So your mini webinar is going to be about, how to land your first speaking gig. And you're going to talk about that, and you're going to give something a little free away And then, it leads them to like, well, if you purchase your tickets today, you'll get this and this and that, right? And so you're leading them into that. Or did you know, if you like this content, you can get tickets to our event that's happening in a month about speaking and how to land your first speaking gig. And we're having other speakers where you can conjugate with, and you're learning from the top people of you learn from the top people who can help you really get onto different stages and different platforms on speaking, right? So webinars, inviting friends, running ads, providing guidance will help you with that. So that is one way of hosting a mini event to host your main event. So webinars are great. Okay. You can do webinars on Facebook Live. You could do webinars on Zoom. You could do webinars on Google Hangouts. You can do webinars on almost any platform. And so you want to make sure that you are doing it right. Okay. So number 2 is interview panel. So you can interview people for your panel. And so you want to make sure that for your interview, you're talking about everything about leading to the event, right? So for your interview panel, you might have like a guest speaker. If you're let's say you're having a keynote speaker, a couple of guest speakers, and some workshop hosts, people coming, right? So you want to do interviews with as many people who are going to be at the event as possible, giving a snippet. When I mean a snippet of what they're going to provide the day of the event, give them a small bit of that, and then adding on to say, like, you want more, you got to come to the event, right? And so doing that interview style is what could be done to bring more people to your main event. And that can last, if your event is like 2 months out, right? And you have about 20 speakers, you can do interview panels and speakers for not 20 weeks. You want to pick and choose who you want, right? But you're going to do some interview styles that way, to make sure that you're leading people and guiding people, like, oh, she's going to be there. Oh, he's going to be there. Especially for your keynote, you want to make that to be kind of closer to the event, because that's kind of like you're really ramping up, like, oh my gosh, the keynote is going to do a little interview with me. A lot of people do this on Facebook. You again can do it on Zoom. You can do it on Google Hangouts. There's different platforms that you can use to make sure that happens, right? And then the third way to host mini online events for your main event is countdown series. So like you've heard me talk about countdown flyers. Your countdown series is a series of different questions that people may have about your conference, your summit, your book launch, whatever your event is going to be about. You're holding a countdown series. And so along with your flyers, you're going to do some Facebook Lives, some Instagram Lives, or you can have them pre-recorded and then upload them as a watch party. It makes it seem like you're live, but you're not, right? So those are 3 different ways to really host those mini events to then a larger event to get a bigger impact. Because the goal of it, right, you still want to give information out. You want to reach as many people as possible, but you want a lot of butts and seats. So there's little work that can be done by not putting out too much effort as far as marketing. You can do it free on Facebook and just asking like your guest panel, your keynote speakers, doing a webinar about the conference, taking small topics from the conference and adding it on. Or you can do your countdown series with your countdown flyers. Those mini online events can then lead to the big event, right? So those are, you guys, quick 3 things that you can do. There's plenty more that you can do to host your main event. But I want to give you guys, this link. I want to give you guys this link because I am hosting a webinar. I just hosted one. You missed it. You totally missed it. But I am hosting a webinar next Wednesday and the Wednesday after. Right? And so I am going to give you guys a link That way you guys can enjoy the webinar with me and sign up, and it is free. It's a free webinar. It's a free webinar. And so the webinar is about the seven event planner secrets that no one wants you to know. So whether you're a new or aspiring event planner, or you are somebody who's hosting an event and really want to know more information about events and how to really do it from an event planner's view, it is for you as well, right? So I dropped the link there. Let me pin it, and let me send it to this device. I got multiple devices going on. Let's see if I can post it there. Yeah, let me grab it. Okay, and we'll post it in this chat as well. Perfect. So now both chats got it, right? So this will help you guys, the 7 secrets that no one wants you to know as an event planner, helping you guys with hosting your events. So, right, so whether you're hosting a conference, a webinar, a book launch, events are events, you guys. They have the same foundation that is needed to run smoothly. So let's ensure that your events are fabulous and epic. And join me for my webinar, because the webinar is free and I'm giving out great content for you guys. And I also give you my free checklists. When you stay all the way to the end, you get a free checklist from me, the one that I use for my event planning business, right? So if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. Let me see. Let me check both chats. Okay, pin that. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Crystal. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hey, Kamika. Perfect. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this Wednesday when we come here live Wednesday at 8 o'clock every Wednesday, unless I have an event going on. And we talk about different event planning topics. Either it's going to be like with weddings, baby showers, to conferences, to birthday parties, to summits, book launches, all different type of events for all different type of people. So thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.